Hey y'all, welcome back. I hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing pretty good today. So today's video is going to be interesting, and speaking of interesting, that's the topic of today's video. So we're going to be looking at some I want to say creepy, but it could be creepy depending on who's looking at it. But some interesting facts that you probably didn't know. Maybe you did. I know half of this. I did not know. So this is interesting news to me. But yeah, I don't want to talk too much. Let's just get into it. All right. And before we get into the video, guys, please like the video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out a lot. Be sure to click that thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. So let's get into the video.
When you put your hands on your
Drake
girl,
is trying desperately to change the narrative.
That don't work. There's no way out of this one. You're done.
Why do you look like that? You dick. Look at all this.
Bella Harris
What?
is a
What
model
is
that
this?
Drake has known ever since she was 16 years old. And when she turned
I
18,
beg your
Drake
pardon?
actually went to DC and rented out an entire restaurant for her birthday. I don't understand why a 31-year-old man would be so excited to go and rent out an entire restaurant for an
Facts,
18-year-old
yeah.
girl's birthday.
Black American has a message for Africa,
right now,
and
another
it's
20
So you've been keeping up.
America, Europe, all the countries out there are going to be begging just to kiss Africa's ass.
That's true.
What? I love that.
20 years, just watch.
Yeah.
As long as they keep fighting for themselves and not everybody else, stop fighting for everybody else. Fight for yourself, Africans. Fight for yourself. Everybody else can kiss your ass. 20 years, 20 years, you guys, your money, your denomination, your religion, your history will be in every school. Just wait and see.
Oh, man.
Just wait and see.
love
Just wait and see. They won't
Yo.
hide it no more. They won't hide it no more. They're gonna be like, hey, you know, the world really did start in Africa. Yeah, you know, they really didn't have the blonde hair and the blue eyes. They were really black. They was really black. Can't tell your black people I'm cool. Like, they gonna start saying that.
They doing it right
They
now.
gonna start saying that.
Yo, they do that in this country
Just
right
wait.
now.
I want to see white people say, look, man, I get my Social Security. I get my Section 8. I don't care about nobody else. Look at them black people. Look where they live. That's what I want to hear.
That's what's up.
I want to hear. I'm sick and tired of just trying to look at what they're doing
Section 8 is government
and trying to be like them. I'm tired of trying to be like them when their entire history has been trying to be like us.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Their whole history has been trying to be like us. Trying to be powerful like we were.
Like we are, not we're. We just don't know our own strength right now.
I can definitely see that. I feel like we're definitely going back sometimes in
What
certain
we are
aspects.
doing
I
right
be feeling
now-
like we're definitely taking steps back,
We are
like
going backwards in our own
in certain
evolution,
things.
in our own history, in our own. We're going backwards. We de-evolving. The reason why? Because
That is
we
so
think this
true.
European lifestyle is
That's so
freaking
true.
great. It isn't.
Yeah.
Our history, the Caribbean, Africa, we don't send our parents to a nursing home.
A lot of people are doing that. It's crazy.
They stay there
to see
until they
it.
die. They stay home until they die.
And then the
We take care of our aunts. We take care of our uncles. We take care of
What do you
everybody
guys
home.
think about what he said?
You know what I'm saying?
Was that
Here?
you think it was
Mama
right?
forgot my birthday? Nah, send them home. Send
Saying
over
what
there.
all that
Send
he
over
said?
there.
Do you think he was
We
right,
ain't
or
even gotta
was he
see her
onto
no
something?
more.
I think
We don't live like that. No.
certain things he was saying, I definitely can agree.
You too.
All right, take care, my brother.
Anyway, drop it down below. What you think?
Something almost no one here ever talks about. We're not
More
having
having
children.
babies.
We're not having children. Yeah, maybe because when our parents were growing up, rent and things
Yeah.
were cheap.
Chips
You
are like
got this
$7.
bag of chips. I remember when chips used to be $2-3. I went to CVS the other day and grabbed a bottle, or not bottle,
ridiculous.
case of agua.
Yep, it's ridiculous.
$8. We're not gonna talk about health insurance. We're not gonna talk about car insurance. We're not gonna talk about dental. Do y'all know how much it is nowadays for teeth? Grew up with no gaps, no crooks in your teeth. God bless you. You are lucky. I don't know how people my age are even having kids. I don't know how you're surviving. I give it up to you. Because me, no bueno. I cannot. I will suffer by myself. No cap.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing a kid into
Stuff
this
just
world.
costs way too much. It's ridiculous.
I ain't got enough resources to provide for them.
Ooh, I want to see what he's going to say about this.
First, it was the white buffalo. Now it is the white raven, y'all. Check this out. This is big news, y'all. Big changes are soon to
I've never seen a white raven
come to Earth.
Have you guys?
As you are seeing right now with all the weather anomalies. But here's the white raven. It was caught in Anchorage, Alaska, y'all. Here it is over here, just chilling on a tree, you know, speaking his truth, y'all. So, do you know what this means? But for some of you that didn't know, the raven was originally white, but was turned black from the smoke when it brought fire to man. This is speaking metaphorically because ravens, or birds in general, are messengers of the spirit realm. This is why we indigenous people always kept feathers around us, because birds are directly tied to the magnetic field of the earth, right? And they would always let us know when big changes are coming. It is said that the white raven will return when humans become spiritual again. Again, birds are messengers of the spirit world. We will see a white raven, and that's when we know that humanity as a whole is shifting towards one piece. But not only did we see a white raven yet, y'all, 2 days ago a white moose was spotted in Canada. Check this out. Here it is, y'all. The rare white moose spotted in Canada. Okay, look at this, y'all. Big changes are coming to Earth, and I'm gonna tell you why. It says right here in the Anisha Bay 7th fire prophecies, when animals have a white one born unto them, this signifies that great big changes and big shifts are to come onto the planet. White buffalo, check. White raven, check. White rare moose, check. So what other white animals are we waiting on, y'all? And then all the changes, all the catastrophes that's happening around the planet right now, y'all. It speaks for itself. We are in prophecy, and we are becoming more spiritual. That's why the planet is changing. We don't want to live in a world anymore where we are literally living to die. Literally. This is the end of the era. Entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during this interesting times. Please share this video. People need to see what is going on with the planet and these new animals, these rare white animals are emerging. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Keep up with me. I'm out.
Freemasons always place the East at the top of their artwork and the North and South on the sides. This is because they understand the true cosmology of this realm, but you don't. North is the center of this realm. This is where all compasses point to, because the Earth's electromagnetic field and all this energy centers at this point. It's the strongest point. South is anywhere that goes opposite from the center. So if you walk this way, that is south, and that is south, and that is south. West is when you go left around the magnetic pole. This is anti-clockwise. If you were here and started walking west, you would end up in the exact same spot. East is the clockwise turn around the center axis. So if you were here and walked east, you would end up in the exact same position. With that being said, east is the right turn, left is the west turn. They always show the ladder to the east. Why? Because the ladder is your spine, and the east means the right, which is the right hemisphere of your brain. In short, the right hemisphere produces a holistic view of reality. So this sees humanity as one unified consciousness. The left hemisphere breaks this down into individuals. This sees the trees, this sees the whole woods. So when Jesus says cast the net onto the right hand side of the boat and you will find fish, this represents cast your awareness into the right hemisphere and you will see the unification of the universe. You will see the higher self. This is the higher self. This is the ego. You will realize everything is connected and everything is all one. Use the code WISE20, all capital letters, for more information. Read this book. Freemasons always...
Rick Ross, allegedly his jet was just shot down in the sky by a fighter jet, and somehow he managed to survive the crash landing because the plane wing managed to stop the plane. It gets even crazier as Rick Ross was just clowning Drake recently about his big plane, and Rick Ross did say that Drake allegedly done this. He even liked this post reporting on this matter. Now you need to see Rick Ross's IG story explaining what just happened. Check this out.
But I'ma tell you, we on the jet and I'm seeing the fighter jet. I see his nose. It's like Tom Cruise from Top Gun. I seen his nose. I'm seeing him in the cockpit. I'm like, damn. I see his cheeks and nose going back from the G-force. I'm like, damn.
In the end here, he said he can't say too much for whatever reason. Do you think he knows something we don't?
You know what I'm saying? I can't say what happened, but it happened. Come on, man. But I'm going to tell you something. What I'm going to take back about Drake Old Plane, BBL Drizzy, I know.
So do you think that Drake is involved in this? Let me know your thoughts below.
He has a time traveler that is using his storage shed, which is located in his backyard, as the vessel. Is the possibility of time travel real? Do time travelers exist? It's pretty crazy because if you were to Google, is time travel possible right now? The answer would be yes. I thought it would be interesting for us to look at a few times time travelers have supposedly been caught on camera. The time traveling hipster is one of the most popular. In this picture, you see a group of people who are dressed appropriately for this time period, but one guy sticks out like a sore thumb, where a majority of the men are wearing large coats and top hats. Zooming in, you'll notice this man who's wearing a pair of sunglasses, a t-shirt, and a jacket. Many people have said that his style seems to be a little bit too hipster for this time period, and he's probably a time traveler. Another possible time traveler could be the person holding what seems to be a flip phone in the bottom of this picture. This picture was taken at the 1962 World Cup. Zooming in, you see a hand that seems to be holding a flip phone. It almost looks like the flip phone has a screen on it where a picture is being taken. Here's another vintage picture. The year is unknown, but it's pretty popular in the time traveler community. Zooming in, you'll see this guy to my right. It seems like he's talking on a cell phone. There's no way you can tell what he's holding in his hand, even though the positioning does look like he'd be talking onto a cell phone. We also have a handful of self-proclaimed time travelers. This man's name was Andrew Carlson. Andrew claimed that he was from the year 2256 and he traveled to the year 2003. It said that the stock market was very shaky that year. Andrew put in a $300 investment, which gave him $350 million in return. That bullish act put him on the FBI's most wanted. After being arrested, he allegedly vanished out of his cell. No trace, and has never been found since. Another self-proclaimed time traveler is this Swedish man. He said that the portal was located underneath his sink. He traveled back into the past to take a picture with his past self. He took this picture of his matching tattoos on his own arm as proof. Another really popular indication that time traveling may be true is this astronaut. The sculpture of this astronaut is found carved into the side of a church that was built between the 1600s and 1800s. If you remember, astronauts in the moon landing came a long time after this. There are many scientific theories that support the idea of time travel. Traveling into the future is more possible than traveling back into the past.
I don't know if I should feel guilty or not, but I had fun. I like the way your breast feels against my chest.
Be forgetting how much a weirdo Drake is, bro. Like, he was the Millie Bobby Brown when she was 14 years old, bruh. 14. And when she was asked about it, she said, oh, that's a private discussion between a 30-year-old man and a 14-year-old. No, sir. Man,
What?
tell me this man
You
straight up
texted
bruised
her?
this
I didn't
girl.
know that.
Why you gotta make a lovely friendship your headline? Lovely friendship. This nigga is twice your age. More than that. Old enough to be your daddy plus some. And you talk about a lovely relationship? Reaching out his hand? Girl, I'm glad she woke up. I'm so happy 2024 is coming out with all these truths. Cause this is wild, bro. Kendrick, salute you, my man. Salute you, Crody.
So if you put a plant up to a radio tower, it will transmute a frequency or a sound wave through the plant. This is absolutely crazy. The sound is coming through the plant. Just watch the video.
Nuh-uh.
Are y'all seeing this?
It's a speaker. What?
This just goes to show you that radio sound waves can be transmitted through plants. I found that absolutely crazy that it didn't even need a speaker. Sound waves was emitted directly through the plant. So frequency waves can be transmuted through organic objects. Learning something new every single day, ain't we? Now I'm curious, y'all let me know organic matter transmuted radio frequencies in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom, and stay tuned.
I am
You
shook.
know anything about Drake is that he's gonna hide a kid, but an 11-year-old daughter named Eternity Joy is crazy work. So we all know TIK Tok dropped the diss claiming that Drake allegedly had this 11-year-old daughter that he's been hiding from the world the same way that he hid Adonis. And I'm pretty sure the little girl's name is Eternity Joy. Not only did people find her Instagram page, which I'm going to show you in a minute, but as of 6 hours ago,
I gotta look her up.
her freaking page went private. And then look at her bio. Actor, dancer, singer, artist, writer, producer. Not only that, this little girl has been in J. Cole and Drake's music videos, and this could explain why J. Cole said, no, I'm good. That's her right there. And in the caption, she said, who can you see? Miss Eternity. Because that's her right there. And let's not forget, Drizzy Drake dropped this tweet 11 years ago. And it is now deleted. But if that wasn't crazy enough, Eternity Joy's birthday was on the 30th of March. You know what else came out on the 30th of March? What? Euphoria.
Oh.
Kendrick Lamar dropped Euphoria 4 days ago on this girl's birthday, bro. Drake, you might want to stop before your baby with Sexy Red comes out too. Not only did Sexy Red lie about the baby being a boy because it's a girl, but we all know how she was with Drake. And one thing about Drake, he will clearly have a baby and hide it from the world. You're never beating the allegations, Drake. Let it go. So you need to let it go.
If you own dogs, cats, etc., you may possibly be a psychopath. Now you might ask yourself, why every time I crack open a door, my dog is ready to run out, or my cat is ready to run out? Now some people got their dogs and cats, they naturally come back home because you conditioned it to come home. It know it get a free meal there. That's the only reason why it's coming back. You got people that really even say, I need dogs for emotional support. I need animals for emotional support. I love animals, you feel me? But I would never love an animal so much that I want to tame it and take its freedom. If you ever seen stray dogs and stray cats, they survive just fine. You go to Mexico, they run around everywhere, bro.
That's true.
You going around your urban hood, it's dogs living their own life. No owner, living good too. They call them street dogs, street cats, right? Now, even when it comes to service dogs, I say police dogs and service dogs that help people that can't see, probably the only reason that's necessary for you to even need a dog. And even when it comes to the policing, you still gotta program the dog to be on that program, but it got at least some type of purpose where it can fill out its natural abilities to run, chase, hunt, use its senses. Half of y'all don't even own no land, you know what I'm saying? So your dog can't hunt. Now, you got different type of owners, you feel me? You got owners that understand the natures of their animals and they allow them to express themselves. But you got some people that be like, no, come here Snuffles, and they hugging Snuffles all day. Snuffles want to run out in the field, bro. You suffocating that dog, man, and it's stanking there. Like, I had a pit bull next door. My neighbor had a pit bull, you know what I'm saying? And it was, but these dogs naturally want to be free, actually. So they would do everything in their power. She started out pushing the gate, right? But it got to the point where she broke through the gate because that's their natural, they want to explore. You feel me? So even anybody that have a perimeter set up where you're putting them in a cage, it's because you know naturally they're gonna get up out of there. So that's why I say most people that own pets are psychopaths, because you're putting on all your little loose negative energy onto this pet, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or your loneliness, whatever it is. A lot of y'all, if y'all ain't had pets, y'all would have crashed out. Like I said, I love animals. I love dogs. They say some of the most common reasons dogs escapes are for separation anxiety. And pay attention to this: reproductive drive and fear. Reproductive drive. They're supposed to be out here procreating. Even as a kid, bro, you be feeling binded down when your parents say you can't go here, you can't go here. Yo, that's your parents, so you gotta deal with it. They got the best interest for you. They know how to raise humans. Imagine a dog, you cutting off the thing, or the cat, you trying to make sure it don't get out, or oh, don't knock on the door, don't open the door because my cat gonna run away. Like, bro, I used to love my dog. I had a dog named Baby, bro, when I was in 4th grade, and I went to take out the trash, bro. I love this dog. We had just moved these apartments. Man, when I tell you, as soon as I opened that, I'm talking about Baby used to love me. She used to be running up on me, happy, had a good home, food, eats, happy all the time. That dog was always smiling. right? Man, as soon as I went to take out the trash, the dog must have followed me. Got up out of there. Hatching the damn. You think that dog wasn't hatching the escape since? Okay, keep playing with conscience, bro. That Rick
Sitting
and
here
Morty
playing
episode when Snuffles became human and they
Playing my
talked
great
again.
escape.
Y'all need to watch that episode, bro.
Did you guys know that there is a starvation epidemic going on? I mean, I'm sure some of you guys are going to comment on this and are experiencing this right now. This sleep deprivation is affecting over 100 million Americans, you guys, from East Coast to West Coast. This study has been going on for 33 years, but as in 2017, they noticed a huge tipping point where kids seem
I think I'm part of that percent.
to show up more cranky and less resilient to stressors. Now, they are trying to blame this on technology and iPads and iPhones and all that type of stuff, but also adults who don't even indulge in that type of stuff are also going through it as well. It says, while this is true upon further study, McKinsey found that while technology certainly had a role to play in the breakdown of social and emotional resilience in youth, it wasn't the root cause. The root cause was much more simple and much more alarming. She found that 60% of elementary students, 97% of middle school students, and 92% of high school students are sleep deprived, y'all. What? Even more concerning,
I feel like that's
overall,
me.
60% of youth and adults sleep 6 hours or less per night.
That's what
which
they
meets the
say.
Criteria for being clinically and significantly sleep deprived. 6 hours less per night. Didn't they say we need 8 hours of sleep in order to feel our best self? Sleep is essential. Sleep is supposed to happen in a certain pattern, and when we miss those patterns, we lose our ability to emotionally self-regulate. I don't know about you, but my sleeping pattern has changed, y'all. I've been having massive amounts of energy some days and then no energy the next day.
Yeah, it's like little moments
You know what I'm
burst.
saying? Is anybody else experiencing this? Because again, this is affecting over 100 million Americans. No number specifically, but over 100 million Americans, and there's almost what, 400 million Americans present. All we know, the planet is going through a huge change right now, and we being on the planet are going through these changes as well, because we're directly connected to the planet. You know, you have the soles of your feet connected to the soil. Everything that Earth is going through, we eventually will go through it as well.
Oh. Ew, that's too fresh. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at the salsa. Salsa, avocado, one of the two. Why is it doing that? What the? It's raining fish? What the hell?
Now I'm not gonna cap, but I ain't ever seen a cat dog crawfish.
Cat dog crawfish.
Crawfish is absolutely crazy. Maybe this is a side effect of humanity's radiation or pollution. And, you know, I just got so many questions with this.
I wonder.
You know, it's like so many questions that I have. Y'all
I do
know
too.
I got so many questions. Number one, how would doodle? It's where you're supposed to let off a booty torpedo. How you supposed to
I was thinking that. Oh my god.
Eat this two-headed crawfish. And number three, have y'all ever seen
I don't
something
know.
like this before? I'm not gonna cap. I have to know in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom.
Exactly. Put it in the comments. I have to know too. Would you guys still eat the crawfish? Would you? I want to know. I truly want to know. I mean, he's a diver.
That's my question. I want to know what I think I know. Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened. And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen.
Look at the girl face. She's like, okay.
Because there's no gravity. And I'm a diver, scuba diver, and when you get down underneath the water, you're floating. That's let's just fight in space. And they just start to move. You make waves or...
No, what do you think?
You very, very well.
So is he saying that obviously they didn't go up to space, they went down into the sea?
About supersymmetry and stuff in an interview I did with him just yesterday. And that uncertainty is always there. You can never say anything for 100% certainty. And so because of that, there is always a possibility that it's something else.
I had dinner with Bob Lazar.
Okay.
And my takeaway from the dinner with Bob was going on Rogan, and Rogan asked me if I wanted to come to dinner. So we went to Fogo de Chao.
Wow.
As you do. And Bob was there, and Jeremy Corbell was there as well. Yeah. And I believed Bob believed what he saw. Now, that doesn't mean that it's not advanced technology that we have, that we've created, but I do believe that he was working on something, and he believed it was alien spacecraft. So I believe that he was being honest.
I could tell you why I believe his story, at least some of it, is because he talked about element 115 before we even discovered element 115.
Yeah,
we're talking about 25 year span in between.
That's why the star system thing is quite interesting to me. So if you are describing things that have not been discovered yet, and then they do become discovered,
exactly,
it adds some credibility.
Yeah.
Okay, so with your situation, you believe you saw a UFO.
Yeah.
Do you think that the UFO people, the aliens or whoever they are, do you think they choose the people that see them, or this is happenstance?
If you start...
That's a good question.
These alien abduction experiences or these alien sighting experiences, which there are now over 7 million of them documented in MUFON, you start to see a similarity between the stories and repetitiveness with some of the visitations or sightings or whatever you want to call them. And so it's quite possible that they isolate and interact with specific people at specific times. I mean, to what agenda? At the end of the day, we're like ants.
Did you have any communication at all? Did you feel anything in the moment?
I felt nothing in that moment. I had a second experience in 2010, which is well documented. I've talked about it. It took years to come out about it because I basically lost my whole family over this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You came out of the closet? No, Daddy. No.
But yeah,
tell me, what happened?
So 2010, I came home. I was working on this big project called Fort Terra Nova, which I built. And Fort Terra Nova it was on the History Channel, a Countdown to Apocalypse, the Nostradamus episode. And anyway, so I was working on this project. I come home. I'm looking at ESPN. And I'm looking at sports at about 9 o'clock p.m. All the lights turn dim, the TV turns off, and I thought my kids were playing a trick on me because they lived up in the room behind me, up on the second floor. And I look up, and there's nobody there. When I turn around, there were these two beings right there.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, you getting choked up. Dang.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sorry.
No.
It's interesting.
No.
So they were right there. I'm sitting in a chair about this high, so they were right here in my eyes. And
yo, Alex is freaking out. Yeah, this is wild. Okay.
All right, let me get myself together.
No, take your time.
So they were there. They had the big almond eyes like you see on TV. I swear they did.
So you're two beings in front of you.
But they didn't look like they were real eyes. They looked like coverings of some type. And they didn't communicate with me through any kind of telepathy that I can tell, but I felt like my brain was shaking in my skull to the point where it started hurting, and I started screaming, but no sound was coming out of my throat. I could feel the air coming out, but I couldn't hear it myself.
And you were awake during this period? You weren't taking a nap or anything like that?
Taking a nap, no psychedelics.
Of course, yeah.
And my whole house, everyone was in. My wife at the time, my ex-wife was in the bedroom right behind the next wall. My girls were in that side of the house. I split floor plan. My boys were in that side of the house. The house was full. Nobody heard us or anything. I was screaming. A few seconds later, it stops, and they turn around, and they don't walk like a person. They kind of dangle. So they kind of dangled away, and they went right through the wall. And then, boom, the TV comes back. The lights come back to normal color. That's when I went running around the house. And
You guys think he
it was just
experienced that? I think he
everybody.
did, but that is crazy. I never knew that about him.
Fish that could literally survive out of the water and breathe oxygen for up to 4 months. Look at this. Check this out.
What?
These fish may look like they're dead and they are actually alive. Just take a look at these guys with their dried up scale or nail. How is that even possible? They're known as plecos.
Plecos.
Armored zombie fish, and for good reason. Well, it all comes
They
down to
literally
a crazy
look
organism
dead.
called a labyrinth that lets them breathe air and extract oxygen even from the
No.
worst water. That's not all. They can go 30 hours without a single drop of H2O. And get this, scientists have found them surviving under layers of hardened mud for months without water, waiting for the rain to come save them. With skills like that, it's no wonder they've taken over ecosystems around the world by careless aquarium owners. They have nothing to fear from predators. So if you ever see a pleco that looks deader than dead,
They look like tires, y'all. They look like used tires, y'all. You know when you
Tires? I don't know about tires. They just look like dead fish to me, like when you fry up fish.
for like $29.99. Yeah, bro. Them things look like used tires. Look at that. Easy. God really thought of it all, y'all, huh? That look like tires that can survive off of water for months, okay? And they are masters of the ecosystem, and they have nothing to worry about because nothing is looking for them.
That's crazy. They just look like fried up fish. That's crazy. I've never seen fish like that. Wow. Very very interesting. We made it to the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I did. I learned a lot of stuff in this video, in this segment, whatever you want to call it. I learned a lot of stuff that I did not know originally. And the whole Drake thing, very interesting indeed. Very sus. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good for him. What side are you on? If you are on any side, is it Kendrick or is it Drake? Who are you feeling? Me, I'm in the middle. I stay out of it. I'm my own business. It got nothing to do with me, so whatever. But if I had to say, Kendrick. But anywho, yeah, that was awesome. So until next time, guys, I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna get me some food. I'm starving. I hope you guys have a awesome day, morning, night, whatever time it is when you're seeing this. And until next time, I will see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like the video. Please, please, please like the video. It does not cost you anything to like the video. Comment too. I want to know you guys' thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe. You already know. So anyways, guys, I'm out. See you guys on the next one. Bye.